Hello and welcome to Sailing Finland. This is the next video in my series on 8-meter yachts and 8-meter racing in anticipation of the 8-meter World Cup in Turku this summer in 2025. The last couple of videos from this series have been rather technical. They've covered the boats and the sails, but boats and sails don't win races. Races are won by competent and dedicated crews. So in this video you will meet the crew of one of the Finnish 8-meter yachts, Ilderim. Ilderim probably has the youngest crew of all actively racing 8-meter yachts in Finland. They have done very well actually in 2024. I think in most races that they've actually participated in, they ended up in the top 3. So next you'll meet skipper and team captain of Ilderim, Ebba and Bea Stelander. So let's see what they have to tell about how their crew has been put together and how they are preparing for the World Cup this summer.
I'm Ebba. I'm the big sister, and this is my little sister Bea.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I am the captain of the boat, and then I take different positions in the boat. So I sometimes am the skipper of the boat. I'm in the Genoa, and then in the mast and in the bow.
I'm mainly helming and steering the boat. Currently, we are 8 crew members in the team. And then we have our coach, our dad, going along with us. But we do have 7 members sailing at once, the competition, and then we have an extra member. Well, we have 2 guys in the front on the bow and mast. Then we have 2 people taking care of the gennaker and spinnaker. Then we have 1 guy in the main sail, 1, doing the tactics and the bardunas.
The tactics.
And then the skipper helming the boat.
This is our 3rd season, if I'm counting right, together. But everybody has their past experiences in sailing. Us, for example, we started already with the Optimist and been sailing ever since, and some of our crew members also. But there's also some that pretty much started sailing 3 years ago with us.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna mention that we actually gathered most of our crew from our junior times of sailing. So a couple of the guys we were sailing Optis with, and then a couple of guys 29ers with in the junior teams, and then bringing in also, the junior actives from the HSS Yacht Club.
Very different ways, but we're training a lot. So every Tuesday we're having these gatherings where we do kind of the theory of the boat. And in 2 weeks, we're actually gonna start sailing. We have the SM40s going in the water next week. Then we're getting Ilderim in the beginning of May. And then we'll start the water training, the sailing training, if you could say so.
Yeah. It is going to be our 4th year, right? With the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say the first year was just trying to learn and sail with the boat. 2nd and 3rd, we started to really learn how to compete with the boat. And obviously the 4th year now will be just the finale of everything. So probably that we have been, amping up with our training every single year. And for this year, for this season, we didn't take any breaks during the winter. We have been practicing theory and having different lecturers every single week, helping us to really gain all the insight that is available in the Finnish team and the whole fleet. So really taking the theory and all the learnings with the boat that we can during the winter, and then starting the season early as it can be started in Finland.
make no mistakes, then we'll win the cup. But
That's how usually you
that's
win cups.
Yeah, we do well when we don't do any mistakes, but we train every Tuesday and Sunday. Also in HSS, our club, there's other 8 meters. So we have planned with them that we're gonna have the trainings with them. So we will be usually training like 3 8 meters together, which is a really big advantage, I think. Depending on the day, we have our wonderful coach, our dad, who usually plans what we need to train that day. So really depending, we do maneuvers or starts. I don't know, do you have something to add there?
Yeah, absolutely. So we would say we have these different settings of what we are doing. So either starts or boat against boat training where we're going to need some competitors and buddies to train those ones, but also just doing upwind, doing maneuvers, doing jibes, going down.
Yeah.
A lot of maneuvers, as much as you can fit into the first months of the year.
Yeah, I think the beginning of the training is always just getting used to the boat again. Yeah.
Definitely.
You can read some books about it. Our tactician, yeah.
I think it's trial and error for sure. Otherwise, we have been, learning a lot from our mistakes from previous summers.
Yeah. So this should be the best year for us then.
Yeah,
so
I think
far.
we've done not all of them, but a lot of mistakes already. So would hope we have learned a lot.
We will go there to Aristo Classic, which is in the end of July.
The week before.
Yeah, so we're gonna go there. We'll see our crew members' schedule if we stay there for a bit more to train just the Aristo area. But at least in the Aristo Classic, I think we will get a good picture of the Aristo winds. I hope so. Dedication. I don't know. Yeah.
I think this is a big deal for the whole team. We take it a little too seriously, for sure. So we are all excited about the project, and we have made it to be our priority during the summer months. I mean, it's honestly just a couple months of the year, but we really need to train for the months of May and June as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's also the fact that we are a really, tight friend group, the whole crew. So we like to spend our time otherwise also together. So it's not even that big of a difference, even if it's, spending a night, I don't know, at the movies or at the dinner or then just practicing sailing.
I think it's definitely what Ebba already mentioned, like our group dynamics. I think that's our biggest strength.
Has always been.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also the enthusiasm and the energy to try our best every single time. Honestly, I think we have been focusing on the world so much that we are putting all of our efforts to Turku this year.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens later on. But now we're focusing just for the next competition.
Yeah. The focus is on Turku, but the story doesn't end there, I think so.